If you're trying to advance sustainability in an organization, there's a good chance, and rightly so, you're focused on compliance. It's so hard to move social and environmental impact forward that, quite frankly, you're ecstatic if they can just check the boxes on the list. Fast forward some period of time, and the list has become institutionalized. That's fantastic. Now, these practices are just what we do. And this is the place where we go from compliant to complacent. When we reach this place of complacency, we automatically say things like, oh, we're very sustainable. But how exactly and to what end? The checklist doesn't typically include a why. It says, look for these labels or put this thing over there or send the email. But there's no story behind the task you've asked them to perform. Sure, they'll do the thing, but they're just going through the motions. Do you want behavior that's forced or behavior that's chosen? Which one is more likely to generate lasting outcomes? Which one is likely to result in staff nudging their peers to do the right thing? Which one is likely to translate into behavior change not only at work, but in their homes and communities? I trained a team that found themselves in this condition of complacent compliance. There was a conformance to the policy, but not genuine compassion. So I emphasized the why of the processes already in place. And then a few months after the training, I spoke with the head of operations and asked about any improvements. And he said, this time I saw commitment rather than compliance. Commitment rather than compliance. Now, we've all heard start with the why. Look for analogies or examples that most resonate, the why that most resonates. For example, when training a group of procurement managers in the trucking industry, I focused on human rights issues in their waste stream. There are certainly many environmental atrocities happening there, but by starting with human rights, it was hard for the team to have kind of a yeah response about it. But also, this team was already adhering to some human rights qualifications for aspects of their supply chain. So now they were proud of being able to connect that dot and sort of string that thread throughout from end to end, supply chain to waste stream. Sustainability typically requires compliance. If you emphasize conformance, you'll surely end up with complacency. On the other hand, if you emphasize compassion, you'll surely end up with commitment.